Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm creating a card for the current MFT sketch challenge, and this one is a Christmas card where I'm using the Loads of Joy by MFT, and this stamp set came out in September I think, and it was one of my favorite stamp sets from that month. So I got it and then I didn't use it. I don't know why. I think I just ordered really a lot of things and I just didn't have time to create a gorgeous card with this one. But I'm changing that today, because today I am creating a Christmas card with these adorable critters. And I have decided that I'm going to use red, blue and green as my main colors for the accessories, the clothing, the presents from these critters. And I am Copic coloring today. So I've stamped out these images onto Neenah using Gina K Design Amalgam ink. And now I'm using my Copic markers, going from the darkest towards the lightest color to get everything colored in. So on the side you will see the caps of the Copic markers that I'm using, and I am also listing the supplies that I use down below in the description box, as well as on my blog for those who are interested and don't want to rewatch it all. I get that. So in the description box you can find more details about this card. So for the rest of the coloring I'm going to put on some music and I will be back afterwards. Now that everything is colored in, I'm going to use the matching dies to cut everything out, and I will also cut out that railway just out of Neenah without coloring anything. So now onto my card base. I'm going to add a panel on top of that one where I have added 3 stripes, as is also displayed on the sketch by MFT. And I'm going to try to recreate those stripes as good as possible. In my interpretation of the sketch, I think that the 2 bottom stripes are thicker, the same width, but they are thicker than the first one, so I'm just doing that as well. Of course, as you all know, the sketch is just an idea that I give you, some guidelines on how you can create your certain card. You are not obliged to do exactly what is on there, just get inspired by it and enjoy creating the card. If you are not sure about how you can interpret the sketch, you can definitely go to that blog post of MFT as well as on social media. There are a lot of great designers in the theme of MFT, and they give you some great inspiration cards. So there are different ways to create a card when you are focusing on this sketch, but I just wanted to get those stripes on the back, so that's what I did. I used some purple tape to help me to get those stripes going on, and while I am blending, I'm trying to do some sort of a gradient where the upper half of the stripe is much darker than the bottom. My final stripe is the green one, and as you can see here, the green is gorgeous. The crushed olive, I truly adore it, but it was not the right color for my colored in images. So I am adding 2 more other greens on top of it to really get the perfect color that is more coordinating with my images themselves. So this panel is finished for now. Later on I will try to improve the green even more. But for now I have also trimmed out a smaller panel of Neenah, and I'm going to do some ink blending to create my scene, just snowy hills, really simple, and therefore I'm using the Drifts and Hills stencil by MFT as well as the Tumbled Gloss Distress ink. It's a blue that matches with all 3 colors that I used on my back panel, so that was easy, and this one will also not be as distracting as some other colors that you could use. But I want my images to stand out as well as those 3 stripes on the back, so that's why I prefer just this light blue. It's time to add my sentiment, and then I can continue with assembling everything. So for the sentiment, I'm stamping out "Sending you loads of joy," which I truly adore. It's an amazing stamp set and it fits perfectly with these images. Onto the assembly, I am going to use some liquid glue as well as some thin foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives, and that's how I am going to add all these elements. Now that everything is adhered, I'm returning to my green, and I'm going to add another green on top of it. And this time I was okay with the color that I got. And actually something that was really catching my eye was actually that these three colors go really well together and they actually create a masculine card in my opinion. Which is perfectly fine, but it's also just really handy because there are a lot of people, including me, that are struggling with creating masculine cards, not only Christmas, but of course the birthday cards, etc. And actually, if you use these three colors, or even just two of them, they can work perfectly on a masculine card, if you ask me. So I think I'm going to remember this one. Of course, if you don't want to have a masculine card, I'm also thinking about just using some pastel Copic markers onto the images, and then some pinks, greens and mint as the three stripes on the back. That could work as well. But I just really wanted to match my back with the colors of my images. So it turned out this way and I am really glad it did. So here I'm going to add this panel onto the A2 size panel with the stripes. I'm using the Big Momma foam tape roll by Simon's Stamp, which is just the perfect height for me. It's like the thin foam squares. It's not that high as the Scotch 3M foam tape, and that's something that I really like about this foam. And then I will center this panel onto the other one. Next I can add the other one, the completed panel, onto my card base. And then I will just finish off this card using some Stickles and Glossy accents. And then that will be done. So as I said in the beginning, this one is for the current sketch challenge by MFT. So if you still want to participate, there is some time left. So definitely try it out if you want to. And then you need to share your project on the site of MFT, and then they will draw a lucky winner. And yeah, who knows, it might be you. So that's my card for today and my video. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, you can always leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you have a wonderful day left. Bye!